As a project manager in the engineering industry, you are leading a complex infrastructure project that requires coordination with multiple stakeholders. During project execution, you identify a misalignment between the project's technical specifications and the client's evolving requirements. What should you do next to ensure proper integration and meet the client's expectations? I'll give you time to read the options. All right, hit the pause button if you need more time. So if you take a look at all these options, the best one, my friends, is option B. It is to facilitate a meeting with a client, and here's why. By facilitating a meeting with a client to discuss the evolving needs and proposing adjustments, the project manager can ensure proper integration of the client's requirements and maintain alignment between the project deliverables and stakeholder expectations. Seeking approval for modifications is premature right now. So you always want to take a look at what exactly this means in detail. You don't want to update the project management plan, that's premature. Seeking approval is premature. Revising the project scope just like that doesn't make sense. Let's move to question 2. You are a project manager in the pharmaceutical industry leading a critical drug development project. During project execution, you discover a deviation from the approved project schedule due to unforeseen regulatory requirements. What should you do next to address this issue and ensure project success? And here are your options. I'm going to give you some more time, but hit that pause button if you need even more. All right, let's take a look at the answer for this question. Please hit the pause button if you need more time. Remember, the PMP exam, you have roughly 1 minute 15 seconds per question. So if you need more time, hit that pause button. The answer, my friends, is A, and the rationale is that by conducting a comprehensive impact analysis to determine the effects of the regulatory requirements on the project schedule, the project manager can make informed decisions and devise an appropriate plan to address the deviations and minimize their impact on the project's timeline. Now let's take a look at why some of these other options aren't right. Option B is not the best choice because seeking approval from the CCB to adjust the project schedule should be done after conducting the impact analysis. Option C is not best because while collaborating with regulatory authorities is important, it's not the immediate next step. Also remember that the project manager should first analyze stuff. And because it's regulatory, there's really not a whole lot of wiggle room or negotiating ground. Option D is not the best choice because updating the project management plan is premature. It is a potential action to take, but it's going to be based on the findings of the impact analysis. Question 3. As a project manager in the construction industry, you are leading a large-scale infrastructure project. During the project's closing phase, you encounter challenges with integrating the final deliverables into the existing infrastructure due to compatibility issues. What should you do next to ensure successful integration and project completion? Is it A, B, C, or D? All right, my friends, I encourage you to hit the pause button and really dive into this question. It may take you a bit longer to come up with your answer, but please do it, because the reason I put these together is to help you get into exam mode, to go through the muscle motions in your memory, in your mind, to exercise your mind, so that on the exam you just repeat the good habits I'm going to teach you in this series. And for those of you just come in, we're taking a look at just a few questions from every knowledge area. But the questions are written in such a way that it makes you think more than you would on a lot of questions that are out there. It's not about the quantity of the questions, but more so the quality of the questions. Let's take a look at the options, the answers. So the answer to this, my friends, is A. The rationale is that by collaborating with technical experts and stakeholders to identify suitable solutions to resolve the compatibility issues, the project manager can ensure successful integration of the final deliverables into the existing infrastructure and prevent any disruptions or operational challenges. Option B is not the best choice because conducting thorough testing and validation of the final deliverables should ideally occur during the project's execution and monitoring and controlling stages. Think about it. When you're getting work done, you are doing the work in direct and managed project work, theoretically speaking, where you get the deliverables. That happens in executing. And you don't finish a deliverable without ensuring, as you are building it, you are also doing tests, right? So whether you want to look at testing being done during monitoring and controlling, or you want to look at it as being part of the executing could be running those tests, however you want to slice and dice it, because remember, phases is technical work. That is different from process groups. But however you want to slice and dice it, testing should not be done at the end of the project. All right, so B is not the best option. All right, option C is not the best choice because revising the project management plan to incorporate additional activities and resources may not be the immediate next step. It's important to finish addressing the compatibility issues. And last but not least, we have option D. It's not the best choice because seeking guidance from the CCB for a technical kind of thing, it doesn't make sense. It's more appropriate to resolve those issues by collaborating with the right individuals. Remember, the CCB are not technical experts necessarily. There could be technical experts on that team, but they are not the first people you expect to find. All right, so there we have it. The integration area, we went in, we spent roughly 10 minutes going through that. But to put another layer of understanding, I want to share with you some insights as to the enormity of these questions on some exams. On some exams, the questions may not be as short as what you experience on some of the practice tests you do. There are some outliers and anomalies where you could have several lines long. This is what makes certain people run out of time on the exam. When you have a question this long, it is very easy to run out of time. So I want you to hit the pause button, and I'm going to tell you the answer shortly. Please hit the pause button because I won't give you a full 1 minute. The answer to this question is C. And the reason why it's C is because even though the sponsor, the business sponsor, determines what to do first, or you could say it's a product owner kind of a person, but things such as sizing, risks, capabilities, and so on are helpful in making a decision. saying it's not your job goes against the grain of moving things forward. Immediately recommending that the regulatory release go first is presumptuous. And remember who you are. You're a project lead. It doesn't say that you're a technical expert. And even if you are, remember you got a wider team. And D, recommend that the work reduction release go first. Again, it's being presumptuous. So your best bet here is to get the team involved. Your exam will have non-ITTO speak. It could have several lines, and when it doesn't have as many lines, it will make you think. Here's another example. I want to tell you on your PMP exam, 90% of the questions are going to be what should the project manager do first, or what should the project manager do next? I hope I'm making myself clear. Okay? In our next episode, we are going to dive into the area of scope, as you probably guessed. So I'll give you a little head start. Our scope question to kick off our next session is going to start off like this. The question is this. Okay? Within the next couple of days, we're going to have another session. We're going to look introspectively, and I want you to follow the series by hitting the subscribe button, hitting the bell icon, hitting the like, so that when I come on to train the scope mindset for the exam, you're going to be ready. Okay? I've got another 3 questions. So that's the question. When I come on next, I'll share the answers. I look forward to talking to you in the next episode. You take care, and bye for now.